The Life Coaching Toolbox Podcast is brought to you by Joeel and Natalie Rivera of Transformation Academy. In this episode, Joeel talks about how your talents and skills hold clues to your life purpose. This episode is one of 14 episodes in a series that walks you through the complete Life Purpose Quest virtual workshop.
So now I want to go over identifying your talents and skills. Like we already addressed, just because you're not currently good at something doesn't mean it can't be part of your purpose. It doesn't mean that you can't improve and that you can't develop that skill. So in the same way, just because you are good at something, like really talented at it, doesn't mean that it has to be part of your purpose. So in this activity, you're first going to do some digging to identify your talents and skills. See, many times people don't realize what they're good at. You're so used to it, so you don't even see it. You don't even recognize that that's something that you're very talented. It just seems natural to you. So you might not realize that it's hard for other people to do. But the main purpose of this activity is to look at your toolbox of talents and skills and see how they can serve as you continue to explore your greater purpose. So some of your talents and skills may be what allows you to really follow your passion. So because you love what you do. And other skills may be extremely useful because of the things that you're going to need to develop your dreams. So it may not be something that you might have a big passion about, but they're a stepping stone to where you want to get to. There may be some skills that you're going to need that you don't currently have. And the following questions are the most important part of this activity. You can go through them once to see what comes to your mind initially, then complete the full skills and talents activity to help you further identify what you really want to work with, and then come back to these questions to see if you have any more ideas. So we're going to give you a worksheet that you're going to work on. I'm going to go over the questions, but even after you leave this workshop, you can come back and reflect on these and really see what you can come up with and even go deeper. And keep in mind that, again, you're going to have that worksheet. So you don't have to write anything down necessarily right now, or that you have to make sure that you get all the notes taken care of because you're going to have it in front of you. So the core discovery questions that we'll be addressing are: do you have any natural talents that make your heart sing? Do you get lost in the flow? Are you passionate about it? Does it feel like the purpose of your life? And do you have any natural abilities that you're great at, but that you're not excited about? Remember, it's okay not to use them. Have you learned any skills, whether intentionally or unintentionally, that really give you a strong foundation on which to do something you really want to do? For instance, Natalie accidentally ended up in the marketing and graphic design field. She had a mild interest in art, but never had a passion for the work. However, when she started her own business, that skill that she had developed because of her past career was extremely valuable, and it allowed her to move more quickly to some of the things that she really wanted to accomplish. So sometimes the skill that we have is extremely useful along our purpose and our journey long term, even if it's something we don't really like doing. So what skills would you need to develop? So let's look at identifying your talents and skills. So let's look at some of the natural inclinations. What comes naturally to you? It can be anything from numbers to technology, or from teaching to dancing. Perhaps you have a knack for cars, for business, for listening. Think of talents you have or use now, as well as ones you may have had when you were younger. So for each of these talents you identify, circle the ones that you really enjoy. Also, what subjects were you the best in school? What activities were you naturally drawn to and good at when you were younger? And at your job, what do you do the best? What do you do better than anyone else? What obvious talents do you currently have? Is there anything you felt was a natural talent that you further developed and really made it, solidified it? And then the other one is flow. And this is what you get lost in. What could you do all day and lose track of time? And then the other aspect's unique. What are you good at that is unique or unusual? What comes easy for you that may be hard for other people? And the other part is senses. Another aspect of your ability is whether you're naturally tuned into certain sensory inputs. Have you ever been told that you had a good eye for something? Perhaps an eye for color, design, or detail. This may make you a good artist or engineer or architect. Do you have a good ear, making you naturally good at understanding sounds or creating music? Or maybe just listening to others and having that interpersonal skills. Are you physically inclined and good at fitness or sports? Do you have heightened ability beyond the physical sense, such as emotional intelligence or a strong intuition, make you naturally good at working with people? The other aspect is develop skills. So is there anything that you're good at that you put a lot of time into developing? This could be something deliberate, practice, or for a purpose, or a skill you've learned as a result of your family, life, or career. Have any of these skills helped you along your journey to purpose so far? The other aspect is getting feedback. See, often your talents and skills are not obvious to you. While they may be abundantly clear to people around you, if you're having a difficult determining your traits, do a survey of family members, friends, or coworkers who are supportive. Ask them to tell you at least 3 things that they consider to be your talents or skills, whether big or small. Let them know that even if it's something that they think you already know, you would appreciate them confirming it for you. Because they might think that, they already know it. I don't need to tell them. So you want to make it clear. You want to tell everything that they can think of. And now remember to go back and review those discovery questions when you do the activity. Then summarize what you discovered by identifying your top 3 to 5 talents and skills, and for each, writing down how you see them, aiding you along your journey to really fulfill your purpose. Also summarize the top 3 to 5 skills that you want to develop, and for each, write down what they will be important for you to be able to accomplish your goal. Because the more clarity you have how they can help you with your goals, the more excited and the more that you'll be able to really dig deeply into actually following through with them. Thank you.
Visit transformationacademy.com/toolbox to download free life coaching worksheets that go with the activities discussed in this podcast, plus other resources for creating a thriving life coaching business.